Today I'm excited to take you along on our minibus excursion where we're going to be seeing the Eurasian and the North American tectonic plates. Quite a distance apart now. They are separating at a rate of about 2 centimeters a year, and there's new land being formed between them. That will be exciting to see. We're also going to be seeing the Gullfoss Waterfall, the crater, the caldera left over from a collapsing volcano filled with water. And what we're hoping is a highlight is to the Friðheimar Tomato Farm, where they grow tomatoes under lights in greenhouses. They also have a horse stable. The diminutive Icelandic horses have 5 gaits, so we're going to see a demonstration of that. And we're going to have lunch in the wine room, I guess, where they do wine tastings, which will consist of tomato soup. So that.
Here we are, Reykjavik morning. We're going on a bus tour to the Golden Circle today. And there's the church where we're meeting the coach. Here we are at Brød & Co., which is one of the premier bakeries in Reykjavik. We're going to be getting a coffee and sweet to go.
Like a roll with vanilla and coffee seeds on top. Can you go on the same way?
Yes.
There's the Hallgrímskirkja. This is where we catch the coach. Brød & Co. That was the best humdinger cinnamon roll that I've had in my life. I'll give it 9 bells. Well, we're just starting our Golden Circle tour, and the first stop is going to be at the mall for a coffee break, a pee break, and a snack break if we want. Then we're on our way. We're in a little mall.
Very unique landscape here. It's all volcanic. Moss everywhere. It's quite incredible. This reminds me a lot of the landscape of Nunavut. I worked in Frobisher Bay, now Iqaluit, in 1968, and it was a very similar, stark landscape. So here we are at the Kerid Crater, the caldera. It's 6,500 years old, and we'll soon get to it here and see what it's like. Walk up to the edge here, try not to fall in. Seeing the caldera was very interesting, and knowing that it was from a collapsed volcano just made it more so. The terrain around, you can see, is very rocky, all volcanic rock, of course, and a lot of tourists around this time of year. And of course, the Icelandic flag in the ground at the top of the hill. A great photo opportunity. We soon left the crater behind and were headed to the Friðheimar Tomato Farm and horse demonstration. The bright green moss everywhere was fascinating. Here we are at what I believe was the highlight of the tour, the Friðheimar Tomato Farm and the horse stables. We were in for a treat for lunch as well.
And welcome to Friðheimar Stables. Well, my name is Svanhildur and I will be your host here today. And the way we're going to do this is first I'm going to tell you a few facts about the Icelandic horse breed. Then I'm going to invite you into the stable to meet my furry friends. You can get some horse smell in your clothes and stuff like that. And we will end this with a demonstration of what the horse can do under saddle. When you rode on your bus, you probably saw that we have a lot of horses. They're everywhere. Yeah? They are a big part of our culture, and to give you some numbers, then we are anywhere between 380 and 400,000 people here, but we have around 100,000 horses. Wow. So that is a huge ratio. And the most common and popular way of keeping them is that families maybe have several horses, they own a stable or co-own a stable with another family or two, and then it is their lifestyle to go after work, to take care of their horses, and enjoy their company, ride them, and all of that. What makes the Icelandic horse special is not the fact that it can jump high fences, obviously, or because it can do very elegant dressage movements, but it is the fact that it can actually move in 5 different gaits. So what I mean by gait, then most horse breeds, they can only move in 3 gaits. They can walk, and they can trot, and they can gallop. So now we're talking about, for example, the quarter horse, the thoroughbred, Arabians, warm bloods. They do these 3. The Icelandic horse can also do these 3, but in addition, they can move in a gait that we call tug. Similar to a running walk in a Tennessee walking horse, for example. And it is an extremely smooth gait, comfortable to ride and sit, and makes the horse ideal as a trail riding horse. It's genetic. So it is a trait that they are born with, that other horse breeds are not born with. So there are other breeds that will do pace, but they will maybe only do pace. They will not do all 5. So that's how we brag about our Icelandic horse. It can.
quite an interesting language. All the metals up here. Oops. Apparently these Icelandic horses, which seem to be quite small in stature, are sought after for their gait.
By all means. Please have a seat, or, well, the last ones of you have to stand, I guess. As an Icelandic horse, he would score very high for mane and tail. This is how we like it to be. But they are going to demonstrate for us the 5 gaits of the Icelandic horse. Lowest gait. And I think you all have seen this. Now, your thoroughbreds and quarter horses can do this. You see how Selina is rising in the saddle. She's going up and down in the saddle. That's because the trot is a little period of suspension in it, which feels better for both of them. She'll get tired of that pretty soon if I know the ride. And do the John Wayne gait. Turn in front. Now she's done 3. This is something Icelandic. See how she just sits back? And to really show you how smooth it is. Here you go. And she goes around and brings it all back. And that would be hard in a trot, even in September.
That's amazing.
Cheers.
Well done.
That's great.
Tiny car, or are you going to buy a big? Yes. A little bit like
A short walk will take us to the greenhouses where we'll learn about the growing of the tomatoes, and then on to the wine bar for our special lunch. Inside the greenhouses, tomatoes. We're going to have everything tomato here for lunch.
I will keep the tomatoes on the side. Feel free to serve yourself if you like. They're all for you. We have plenty. So my name is Magda, and I will explain you a little bit about what we are and what we are doing in here. So Friðheimar is a family business. It started in 1995, so we are also growing strawberries for our strawberry drinks. So the most common question everyone is asking is how it's possible to grow tomatoes in Iceland, because we have super rough and tough winters with the full of storms. In the summers we have a lot of rain and it's also pretty cold. Of course, the most important step to do is to water our tomato plants, because tomato stands 92% of the water. So we are using the same water which we are drinking, because you maybe already know that Iceland is super proud with their water, because the next generation of the bees are always the males, and unfortunately males doesn't like to work.
This little bee's been working really hard.
Thank you. I grow the
We're going into the wine bar for lunch. Tomato wine. We all opted for the very nice tasting tomato soup and fresh bread for lunch. Now we're off to the Gullfoss Waterfall area. So our driver told us that there was enough water goes over this falls, the power, and it'll fill an Olympic swimming pool in 3 seconds. Well, I had to put the gimbal away because it was just too windy and the camera was flopping around. So I hope you can hear me okay. It's quite the gorge. Interesting rock formations. Just a tad windy. But this is a view of the glacier. It's a wide glacier. It goes from this point behind those mountains all the way over to behind the waterfall. You can just see the spray coming up there. So it's a huge glacier. And just like in Jasper or the Columbia ice fields in Alberta, they have special vehicles to drive people on tours of the glacier itself. Not too long after we left the Gullfoss Waterfall, we came to the geothermal area with the geyser activity. It used to be that the geyser would erupt about every 8 minutes. But now, since 2022, when they had the big volcano eruption in Iceland, apparently it has become quite unpredictable. And I know that while we were there, we saw 2 geysers within 6 minutes of one another. Gotta be careful. Stand on the leeward side. After we left the geothermal area, we soon came to the national park, where the Eurasian and North American tectonic plates are. So this is the end of the Eurasian tectonic plate.
There is like a small waterfall. The name of this waterfall is Oxararfoss.
Oh yeah.
We'll not be able to go exactly to the waterfall, but we will go on the other side of the lake to the Althingi, the place that they had the first parliament, which is the oldest parliament in the world.
Oh.
Oldest.
And these are the parliament buildings, which are the oldest parliament buildings in the world. We're at the North American tectonic plate.
We were 40 minutes outside of Reykjavik, and they dropped us off back at the church where there seemed to be some sort of a photo shoot going on. Just another spectacularly beautiful day today in Iceland. A statue of Leif Erikson and me. After a short walk to our accommodation, we discovered that while we were away for the day, one of the cats had brought us a present. There was a dead bird in the bed. Well, tomorrow we plan to rent a car and tour the south coast. So after we made supper, we made an early night of it. We'll see you tomorrow.
If you like what you see on my videos and would like to travel along with me on my journeys, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel.